-2 distribution charts. Excel is known for working with numbers, and a lot of times we hear in the media and in the community that data and numbers talk. They drive us. But sometimes we need to be able to take this sheet of data and make it more presentable, make it pop, make the data numbers talk to our average consumer or watcher. So let's see how we can take a set of scores and turn them into something that pops. Looking at Excel, you have a row of data in front of you. You have a row of information across 3, and you have several columns of information right in front of you. -2 is sharing with you a set of SAT scores. These SAT scores show you, for example, in column B, that 5 people scored between 800 to 900. And we can see over in column H, which is highlighted, that 29 people scored between 1400 and 1500. So now that you've got -1 open in front of you in Excel, let's see what we can do with this data. Okay, take your mouse and select A3, hold your mouse down, and drag till you have highlighted all the way to I4. And you can take your mouse and just drag and hold. Once you've highlighted that, unclick. And now what we want to do is we want to make this data have a picture that tells a story. So we're going to go up into our top tab called Insert. It is the 3rd tab over. And we're going to select our charts. And we are going to work with column charts. Now you can select charts here, you can select charts here, or we can come over here and select charts. We're going to go ahead and select a column chart. It's a cluster column chart. And then we're going to click OK. This takes the highlighted data information you had from cell A3 to cell I4, and it creates a chart for you. What we want to do now is to make the chart that we have provide as much information as can, but not duplicate information. We want it clear. So I'd like you to click on your legend over here just once. And then we're going to click Delete. Now what we want to do is select the data series again. So we're going to highlight our data series, and we're going to right-click our mouse, and we're going to select Format Change. And when we do this, it enables us to move the gap between our data columns. These gaps here. We want to move it to 0. We want to bring these bars together. Okay? And now you're going to select the Format Data Series, and you're going to format the data, and you can see how you will end up with a right click that brings you a pop-up box. And now we want to go to the series option, and we want to go to gap width. We're going to change this gap width to 0. All right. And now by doing that, as you can see, it took our columns that were a little bit spread apart and it pushed them together. When you make an area chart, which is the other chart we were doing at the beginning of the series, we're just going to copy paste the chart we've just created, and now we're going to work with our chart to make it look like an area chart. We'll change that chart back from a cluster column, and then we have both sides. There you go. Here's your custom column chart with created columns to show you that the data in readable chunks. And this is your area chart that gives you a different representation of the same data. It just smoothed out those cluster columns. Thank you very much. Save.